One of the hardest parts of life is dealing with difficult feelings such as guilt, regret, or sadness. We will do almost anything to avoid these feelings. We ignore them, we deny them, we repress them, or we distract ourselves. We rarely spend time just feeling these emotions. We lack what is called emotional literacy or even emotional intelligence. Now, we may have degrees or MBAs, we might be senior executives, but in emotional terms, many of us are barely literate. We don't really understand our emotions, and we will do anything we can to avoid them. Now, the problem is that the avoidance might give you some short-term relief, but it stores far greater problems over the long term. What you resist persists, and you risk ending up feeling more stressed, more unhappy, and more emotionally needy. So learning how to manage your feelings is essential to good mental fitness. Now, the problem is that just as we identify with our thoughts, we often identify with our feelings too. Let's say you're triggered by a person or a situation and feel uncomfortable. You then tell yourself a story about how you feel, which is largely based on past experiences and often old wounds that could go back to childhood. You're replaying old patterns that will always hold you back until you face them. So let's say a colleague looks at you in a certain way that makes you feel insecure and worried. You immediately come up with unhelpful interpretations such as, I must have done something wrong, or they don't like me, or even at a deeper, often unconscious level, something arises such as, something is about to go very wrong, I might be hurt, I'm in danger. The problem here is that you are thinking your feelings, not feeling your feelings. The way to feel your feelings is to shift your attention away from your thinking mode and into the sensations in your body, and then label the sensations. What is this sensation? What is this feeling physically? Where is this sensation in your body? Do your shoulders feel tight? Do your legs feel tense? Does your head feel hot? Is your heartbeat faster? What's going on? Then really pay attention to that part of the body where you're most aware of a feeling and breathe into that part. Just slow down and do some of the deep breathing techniques we've looked at. The key is to avoid returning to thinking mode. Stop analyzing it or explaining it or justifying how you feel. Don't try to fix it, because it's difficult to fix feelings with your thinking mode. The more important part is to be aware of your body and the physical sensations. And when you do this, you'll notice that the feeling will start to weaken and even disappear. According to some neuroscientists, all feelings, even the strongest ones, will naturally diminish after 90 seconds because there's a chemical process in your body that will eliminate these feelings, almost flush them out of you, but you need to allow it to happen. You mustn't interfere with it. So when you stop analyzing and rationalizing your feelings, your body will do its job. But as soon as you start thinking, you're adding fuel to the fire. So let the fire extinguish itself naturally. Now, this is hard. It sounds easy, but it's hard because you're changing a habit of a lifetime of ignoring, repressing, or distracting yourself or ruminating on your feelings. But the more you breathe into your feelings, the more you're aware of your feelings within your body, the less often these feelings will arise. So this week, I really want you to practice feeling your feelings and shifting from thinking about them to experiencing them in your body. So let's just recap. First of all, notice the feeling arising. Label it. Shift your attention to where in the body the feeling is arising. Breathe into that part of the body. Just stay with it. Just pay attention to it and let the feeling pass naturally. You can even regard your feelings with curiosity Not analyze it, but just notice the feeling, be curious about the physical feeling. And some people even welcome their feelings with love. They embrace them, even the negative ones, because it's all part of a rich tapestry of life. And when you get more in touch with your body, when you really focus on physical sensations rather than the stories about your feelings, you'll become far more emotionally intelligent. You'll improve your mental fitness, and you will learn to find far greater peace of mind.